FHA Cash Out Guidelines, 4 things you need to know coming up. Hey guys, I'm Adam Lesner, and my oxygen is getting borrowers approved when other lenders say that it's just not possible. Today we're diving straight into how to get approved for a cash out refinance, the FHA guidelines that you must know. Be sure to stick around to the end for the absolute most important thing to keep in mind when doing an FHA cash out refinance. Let's just jump right into it. If you're a homeowner and you have built up considerable home equity, you may be able to tap into that equity with the cash out refinance loan. This type of refinance allows you to replace your existing mortgage with a new, larger mortgage and receive the difference in cash. Today, we'll cover the FHA cash out guidelines that you need to keep in mind. With home values rising significantly in recent years, it may be a good time to consider cashing out some of your equity. What is an FHA cash out refinance? An FHA cash out refi enables you to access a portion of your home's equity while still maintaining a mortgage insured by the Federal Housing Administration. When you do a cash out refinance, the mortgage on your home is paid off in full and you have a new first mortgage. It's important to understand the FHA guidelines and requirements for cash out refinances to make sure it's the right move for your financial situation. Here's an overview of what you'll need to know about FHA cash out refinance guidelines. Maximum loan to value ratio. One key guideline for FHA cash out refinance is the maximum loan to value ratio allowed. For a cash out refinance, the max is 80% of the home's appraised value. So if your home appraises for $400,000, the maximum new mortgage would be $320,000, which is 80% of $400,000. Minimum credit score. As with other FHA loans, there are minimum credit score requirements for cash out refinances. Most lenders will require a credit score of at least 620. However, FHA allows these loans to be done with as low as 500 score. Please keep in mind, having a 500 score does not mean you automatically are going to be approved. Everyone's credit profile is unique, so it just depends on what's showing on your report. It's extremely important to work with a loan officer that's highly experienced with getting low credit cash out refinance loans approved. Income requirements. Lenders will also closely examine your income, employment history, and existing debts to ensure that you can comfortably afford the payments on the new mortgage. Typically, you'll need to meet a maximum debt to income ratio of 50% or lower. In basic terms, this means your monthly liabilities, including the new mortgage with taxes and insurance, needs to be half of whatever your income is. So if your income is $8,000 a month, then your monthly debt needs to be $4,000 or less per month. However, there are many cases when borrowers are able to get approved up to 57% debt to income ratio. This depends on your credit score, loan term, and loan to value ratio. Uses for cash out on FHA loans. As for how you can use a cash out funds, the funds can be used for a variety of purposes: making home improvements or repairs or renovations, paying off existing debt, covering college tuition or education expenses, or using it as a cash reserves or safety net. Documentation requirements. Expect to provide supporting documents for your refinance, including but not limited to 2 most recent W-2s or tax returns if you're self-employed, most recent 30 days of pay stubs, divorce decree or child support docs if applicable, government issued ID, explanation letter for any derogatory credit events in the last 12 months, homeowner's insurance declaration page, and your most recent mortgage statement. Additional FHA cash out refinance guidelines to be aware of. You must have owned and occupied the home for at least 12 months, unless the home was inherited. Appraisal will be needed with interior inspection is required. There are no waivers. Closing costs can be rolled into the loan other than the cost of the appraisal in most cases. Keep in mind, loan limits vary by county. You can check your county loan limits in the notes below. I'll leave a link there for you. In summary, here are the most basic refinance FHA cash out guidelines to keep in mind. Maximum 80% loan to value ratio, minimum 500 credit score, maximum 57% debt to income ratio. You must have owned and occupied the home for at least 12 months unless the property was inherited. Be sure to weigh the cost versus the benefits. An FHA cash out refinance can provide homeowners with valuable access to their home equity when cash is needed. Just be sure to carefully consider the fees, interest rate, closing costs, and long-term costs versus the benefits of receiving a cash lump sum. An experienced FHA lender can help you crunch the numbers and determine if cashing out makes a good financial sense for your situation. That's it. Hopefully that was helpful. If I didn't cover something that you need to know about, always feel free to leave a comment below. Don't forget to subscribe, and thanks for stopping by. We'll see you next time.